Hello, Monkey community. Hope everyone is doing well. Quick update. Great 24 hours. I can see we're up just about 10% on the daily chart, and I think we touched 1.6 million, and a lot of good news today. Bullish news for the project. So a welcome site here to see all the good news. But the chart's looking good. I think we're consolidating, like I mentioned yesterday, in the 1.3 to 1.6 range, adding some good quality holders, some maybe short-term folks, weekends are exiting, which is fine with us, but overall, still super bullish. Things are looking good. So let's look and see, and welcome to the new holders. I'm seeing a lot of new faces on X posting and shilling, which is great. We need bag workers, and I think we've got some new ones here, so keep it up. We can see it and feel the energy, so don't stop. Keep on going. I wanted to first of all mention that I think the biggest news possibly is that Yenni either grabbed a bag and is a new holder or added more, but at any rate, they own 13.1 million monkey. I think a lot, if not all of that was purchased today. And they said decide to add some bottom long-term plays for pumpfolio here. Both have active communities. And I love this post because it has a screenshot that has monkey in it, obviously, but also the quote is both have active communities, which is something that we've worked hard for and that we've been pushing, and folks are wanting to rotate into coins that have active communities. So that is the new meta. And in fact, Yenny actually posted in a reply to someone else, you're playing the game wrong. Trenches have changed and you have to as well. No one buys coins being pushed by KOL now. Buy good narratives that are PVE and push them instead of forcing a narrative yourself. Hope you realize it soon. So on the same day, Yenny apes into Monkey, knowing that we have a PVE, meaning everyone can win, and also has a great narrative, as is pointed out here. So I like these posts from Yenny. Also, Frosty says, imagine the smell of my monkey when it bounces, calling for the bounce, and it certainly did bounce, and we're only going higher. So a good post there with great impressions, which is awesome. Now we have a lot of folks adding monkey to their pump folios and posting screenshots of it. So we have a few here, like Dahman. I think he's done this before, but monkey's on his list. Chairman also has done this before. We appreciate that. Monkey's on the list. Then we've got LK saying my pump folio looking good here. Monkey's there. And then Lunic says from this list, Monkey looks good to start accumulating at the current price, oversold. Completely agree that it's oversold, and that's what you look for in an investment. You look for something that has decreased in market cap more than it should have. And I've always said that before. There's an imbalance here. Monkey's a great project, great narrative, great community, but the market cap's just not where it should be or where it deserves to be. So I think it's severely undervalued or oversold, like Lunic says here. And I think there's some built-in market cap that, like I said, is that imbalance where I think we're gonna end up running and running hard soon. The other big news, obviously, is the Mitch coin. So Mitch is going to be on Thread Guys stream tomorrow, and that's at 2 Pacific. So if you can make it, get in there and shill Monkey. And we know Mitch is a Monkey supporter, so maybe he'll mention Monkey on the stream. That would be incredible. But at any rate, we can go in and shill in the comments, which should be good, and it should be an interesting interview. So that's a good get by Thread Guy to have Mitch on. Also, I wanted to touch on this post by Monkey Flip, great community member, and he says, in reference to Mitch. He's literally telling you guys the next play. Just look at the banner. What do you see in the vending machine? And so I took a closer look at the banner, and you can see the claws. This is a claw machine. The claws grabbing the Mitch doll, right? And Mitch launched his coin. And look who's right there up next. I think that's what Monkey Flip's saying is not only is Monkey in the vending machine, which I caught, but I didn't catch that it's next up potentially. So a little bit of a conspiracy theory, but I like it. Definitely it's right there next to the Mitch coin. So maybe Monkey's up next. And, shout out to Mitch. We know Mitch is a Monkey supporter for sure. So I'm bullish on that. And I also want to talk about having patience. So I know when the charts read, especially with our mindset these days, with how quick everything is, right? Something will, you go to the bathroom and something will rug, or, you fall asleep and you wake up and it's gone. So I think patience is something that we all need to have, especially with a long-term project like Monkey. Now, I think Monkey can run in the short term, but that shouldn't be the expectation. We should have patience and hold, believe in it, and DCA and add. And I think that's the best way to approach Monkey, in my opinion. Um, but I don't think it should be, hey, what's the market cap going to be tomorrow? And just watching it all the time. So like I always say, just if you get nervous watching the chart and you think it's going to go down forever, and you don't think it's going to bounce, and just take a break. Just stop looking at the chart. Just check X, but don't pull up the chart on deck screen, or whatever you need to do just to keep your peace of mind. If you believe in the project, you're going to hold, you're not going to sell. You don't need to be watching the chart so closely all the time, right? We know it's going to run eventually. All right, look at Aura. I've talked about this before, but this is obviously an extreme example, right? But you can see here the market cap's, you know, 1.5 million, roughly where Monkey is right now. And then from here, which is June 10th, to here, June 14th, so 4 days, up to 230 million. So, Monkey could do that, right? I mean, we've already built the foundation. We've got the community. We've got the good narrative. We've got the good lead account. We've got good influencers in, like now Yenni, obviously Frosty, Aisha, Miyajia, a bunch of folks that are quite well known and respected in the crypto community are already in, and and shilling, and they have their own bags, and it's a good situation we're in right now. And so we could run something crazy, and it might not be up to 230 million right away, but I mean, wouldn't we be happy if we filled the Elon Wick at up to 18 million or something like that? That, just even that alone would be a huge run here. I'm talking about this wick right here, if you remember that back in July. So I'm still super bullish on the project. Keep up the activity on X. Seems like it's picking up. Like I said, we have new faces that are in and shilling and keeping up the energy. And then we also have the OGs, obviously, that are keeping it up. So keep up the good work, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow.